How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Catterson here with more X-Files episode 20 of this season, and yeah, it was quite epic stuff with that last episode. As my dog is squeaking his toy in the background, so do you mind? I'm recording. No, in all seriousness, no. It was quite epic, quite intense stuff with obviously Mulder and Scully both getting old, of course, and you were just thinking, how is there any way to kind of reverse this as well? Because of the fact that, obviously with the supernatural, all sorts of impossibilities can happen, but I mean, this is something so human at the end of the day as well. So, but it was quite, like I said, an epic and thrilling episode of X-Files. So why don't we get into this episode? It's episode 20 of season 2. Let's go. Oh!
Quit picking on your brother, remember?
Oh, okay. Okay. Alright. What's gonna happen? Is the dad gonna die or some shit? Now he's all alone.
What the hell?
Oh no, not the. Oh my god.
The last 5 in Florida. The victims range from all different age groups, races, both male and female. The mutilations appear so motiveless that one would suspect some form of ritual, yet they adhere to no known cult. And a lone serial
so that guy must have been there at the wrong place, wrong time. Oh,
such an extended
God.
period of time.
The love that dwelled within his all-too-human heart. We mourn the passing of the admiration and the respect he instilled in all of his professional colleagues.
Wait, is he alive? No way. Oh, what the hell?
Honor, namely, ramming this spike into my chest! Don't you have any respect at all? I think I hit my left ventricle!
This is a little taste... What? Fascists!
Logical resentment so intense that murder might...
No, hold on a second. Ooh. Around here, we refer to them as very special people. Now, some of them may be different on the outside, but it's what's inside that counts, and on the inside, they're as normal as anybody. Time accepting these people's deformities than they do themselves.
Sheriff? What is this?
I mean, this does go...
design here, it's
this does go hard, I guess.
A local artist?
A bit too local. His workplace.
But it could have been someone who
house.
was acting out of resentment, and yeah.
Exhibit it as a genuine fake.
Oh, but see, that's why Barnum was a genius. You never know where the truth ends and the humbug begins. He came right out and said this Fiji mermaid thing is just a bunch of BS. Made people want to go and see it even more. So
but
who knows?
The real deal and whatnot,
maybe
right?
Box office read.
Tell me, have you done much circus work in your life?
And what makes you think I've ever spectated a circus? Much less been enslaved by one.
I know that many...
Well, then why should I take offense? Just because it's human nature to make instantaneous judgments of others based solely upon their physical appearances? Well, I've done the same thing.
I mean, it is sad. Oh.
I've taken in your all-American features, your dour demeanor, your unimaginative necktie design.
Goodness,
unimaginative? You work for the government. An FBI agent.
Is he right? Maybe.
But you see the tragedy
even Scully was like,
I have
got you there.
Why'd you give it up?
Mr. Nutt, the kind-hearted manager here, convinced me that to make a living by publicly displaying my deformity lacked dignity. So now I carry other people's luggage.
Ooh.
The possible suspects. You should try not to be so exclusive, Scully.
As long as you try not to let the atmosphere of this town distort your list all out of proportion.
Oh, the bands there. Oh my god! What the hell? That was kind of creepy, I'm not gonna lie! Just that quick 0.5 seconds, that was cruel. Yo. Would you... You might want to give that a... You might want to give that a wash first, but... okay, we're going in raw. What the hell? It just went flap! Oh! Was it... Okay. I thought someone just fell, like, down from the freaking roof, like, okay.
Why would there be blood before the attack?
Why didn't the attacker just come through the open door?
All that? Yeah, that's a good question.
For a person to crawl in and out of these windows, they'd have to be a contortionist. Or just plain crazy. Or both.
I mean, we didn't get too much of a glimpse, but I think the thing was quite small.
How many people do you know that can get out of a straitjacket in under 3 minutes?
Fortunately, none.
We caught your act yesterday at the funeral. That was some trick with the rail.
No.
You must be one of those rare individuals whose nerve endings don't register pain.
I love how she's applying the science here to these tricks.
You just keep telling yourself that. The protective Chinese practice of Tu Bushan, you can train your testicles to drop into your abdomen.
Oh, I'm doing that as we speak.
Oh my god.
I saw him this morning down by the river. He was eating a...
He eats anything. Live animals, dead animals, rocks, light bulbs, corkscrews, battery cables, cranberries.
Look, I like my food, but I'm not that extreme.
Only the conundrum can answer that question. But he doesn't answer questions. He merely poses them.
Oh my god. So is this supposed to be X-Files' take on the Riddler without getting into any kind of in any kind of lawsuit shenanigans? No, he's not the Riddler, he's the conundrum. As long as he doesn't go around planting trophies that are hard to get or whatever. Fuck him. Fuck that Riddler.
Thank you.
What the hell is her doing? Even Mulder's like...
It's an old sleight of hand my uncle once taught me.
Ah.
He was only an amateur. Reading about the fascinating life of Chang and Eng and wondering if their death was just as fascinating.
Oh, very much so. On a cold January Eve in 1874, Eng awoke to find his brother had passed away during the course of...
Information on blockhead or geek acts?
This is an historical collection on human curiosities. Blockheads are skilled performers.
Like magicians?
Like sword swallowers, who really do swallow swords. Geeks are neither
I like how
skilled
they're trying
nor
to
curiosities.
obscure him as if they're
merely
keeping him in a bit of mystique.
Not even attaining... You're investigating the
Holy
alligator man
shots.
murder, yes? I have something I
there
believe
we
you
go.
might find of some interest.
It's still mysterious even though we got a closer look at him.
I must first ask of you two favors. Tell no soul what you witness in here.
Tell Mulder at
And the
least.
second favor?
An additional donation of $5.
Look, they've got to be in business, right?
I know what you're thinking, my friend, but you are grossly mistaken. Just because I'm not of so-called average height does not mean I must receive my thrills vicariously. Not all women are attracted
Mulder's
to
getting
overly tall,
cancelled
lanky
here.
men such as yourself. You're surprised how many...
Before becoming Sheriff Hamilton, James Hamilton was Jim Jim, the dog-faced boy.
Oh, shit! Alright! Oh, wait. Wait, no. No. Gonna say full moon?
No, Scully, hypertrichosis does not connote lycanthropy.
What are you implying?
I'm being highly discriminatory here. Just because a man was once afflicted with excessive hairiness,
And it's
with
a
no
full
reason to
moon.
suspect him of aberrant behavior.
Coincidence? It probably is.
Ask what you're doing.
We're exhuming Your potato.
May I ask why?
Oh no!
I got some warts on my hand.
That doesn't quite explain the potato.
To get rid of warts, you rub a sliced potato on your hand and bury it under a full moon.
Alright, I never heard that one before. Hey, Riddler, knock off! Leave the dog alone! Oh.
I'm more than eager for an opportunity to use it.
He's gonna die, isn't he? No, leave the dog alone! Yeah, there we go!
I found him. He's dead.
Wait!
He's dead.
What, the thing he was cradling?
We get through that doggy door, Scully, but look at this.
Where's the dog?
Take it easy. You could
Handcuff you.
What gives you fascists the right to do that?
Will you stop dropping
mention
that?
the federal agents?
Did I
Yeah.
not mention I'm an escape artist?
Oh my! What?
Mulder, are you okay?
It's okay. It's a fake.
It's more comfortable on a futon.
Hey.
Oh, so he's gonna die? There we go.
Oh, God, they extracted the twin.
There we go.
The twin extracted itself.
Yeah.
But it's an appendage.
Why does he attack other people?
I don't think he knows he's harming anyone.
Oh.
He's merely seeking another brother.
I feel bad for yeah, I do feel bad for Lanny.
Maybe that is the reason why.
How long can he survive outside of your body?
Long enough to understand that you cannot change the way you were born. Don't worry,
Oh, this is just sad.
he'll come back.
This is kind of eerie as well, like with the setting and whatnot, and yeah. Of course, a hall of mirrors. Of course. There we go. There we go. You think you got him? You didn't.
What's the matter?
The dog. The dog. The dog.
The trailer park.
Of course, I'm always going to be more worried about the dog because doggos. Shit! Oh, don't tell me he's got to him already.
He's in a,
They just leave the. Have you seen that?
Maybe it was the Fiji mermaid, and he jumped back in the river and swum his way back to Fiji.
You know how I feel.
Wow. Wow. Really, Mulder? No, you know how I feel. Wow.
Right, or not so high cheekbone. You see, I've seen the future, and the future looks just like him. Imagine going through your whole life looking like that. That's why it's left up to self-made freaks like me in the conundrum to remind people.
Remind people of what?
I don't know what his problem is. Maybe it's the Florida heat.
Hope it's nothing serious.
And of course, they will
Probably
not
something
know. Oh no. Because that's it, though. He would consume anything, right? Including the brother. Yeah, I really enjoyed going into this episode and just exploring what came about with. I mean, obviously, it was kind of sad towards the end with the idea that maybe the conundrum ate Leonard. Maybe Leonard burrowed himself. I mean, of course, they leave that into ambiguity, but I think the idea might be that the conundrum. I mean, they set it up at the early on, didn't they? In terms of, well, he'll eat anything, really. So yeah, kind of like me. No, there will be some foods I'll stay away from. So yeah, anything too sweet, or I don't know, spring rolls. Absolutely detest them. So yeah, no, but in all seriousness, it was good. I really enjoyed how this episode really took Mulder and Scully they both had a bit of ignorance to them, I would say, in some degree, but they recognized that, especially because of this society that does have this impact where they feel like they've been shunned from society. I mean, you even have Blockhead's comments at the very end, which is very, very, I guess, poignant when you think about it, especially with how there does seem to be a little bit of idolization from, well, there is that idolization from some people in terms of wanting that normality and all of that, like the imperfections need to be shunned to the side and all of that, because there are going to be sadly some ignorant people and all of that. Obviously things are going to be a little bit different, but you like, especially with me and the way my mind operates with my autism and whatnot, there is still an idea that you know, society, those who are, like, I guess 100% normal and all of that, there will be that, and I've definitely felt the brunt of this as well, where because of the differences in me, there is that kind of idea that, okay, well, shun him to the side and all of that. You know, as if I was someone to be steered away from, and that is sadly the case with a lot of these people, really. I mean, there is the caveat that they have they've came together and they have helped each other out, and you know, people like Mulder and Scully, they are the outsiders, which is crazy to think about, but I mean, they have helped each other, and they look out for one another, and you know, they've embraced who they are. And I could see, like, you could see, like, from the very beginning as well, when obviously this whole thing started out, like, even with the Fiji mermaid, that seemed very, very ludicrous. So yeah, I think Mulder was like, now you know how I feel and all of that, when considering how people always scoffed at him and all of that for coming up with ludicrous statements. But at the very beginning, like, there was this talk about, like, how there might have been someone who resented who they are, and that could have been a possibility as well. But I did like how the sheriff, who was someone who was part of this whole entertainment industry before he started to go bald, and, you know, yeah. I did like how he did call out on the fact that they have come together as a society and they have embraced who they are. They've embraced their imperfections. And it's just really, really great because, I mean, you saw how the characters were. They were pretty happy. Even the dad was happy at the very beginning. The alligator man, he's embraced who he is, and you know, it's not like he was getting bullied by his own kids and all of that. There were those imperfections, some could say, and it's great to embrace them. So. Especially because there are going to be people who are ignorant. Like I said, when it came to myself early on in the episode, I know it's not the same because, yeah. But I know with my eczema, with my skin condition and all of that, I know I've had people who have commented about the fact that they were wondering if I was self-harming and all of that. I mean, the concern is there, but, like, I think it was the way that they handled it as well, which is why I called it a little bit unprofessional as well. They handled it in a very unprofessional light in my from what I remember. But still, I remember, you know, a couple of times I've been, you know, talked about in terms of if I was self-harming just based on my eczema, just based on how rash it was. And that's and that is an example of some of the judgments that, you know, people will get, like based on their skin condition and all of that, and it all goes to assumption as well at the end of the day, because there was quite a few comments about or commentaries, should I say, about that in this episode. Like I said, going back to Blockhead's comments about, you know, there's this whole idea of a society where they're just trying to iron out the imperfections. It is kind of sad because it's kind of true and all of that. You will have certain companies, even companies that claim they are advocating for something. Like Autism Speaks, for example. That's a good example because they, like, people get the idea that they are trying to help them out. They are trying to eradicate those who are autistic. They are trying to think of it as some kind of disease, illness, and all of that will cripple lives of those who are affected by autism and all of that. And it's just so infuriating. It's so infuriating when people recommend or donate to them, because there is ignorance when it comes to research about them. And that's one of the examples of how the real world does try to iron out those who are not 100% perfect, who might have certain differences, for example. And, you know, Blockhead's comments were kind of right, but it's just kind of funny at the same time because he was pointing to Mulder. And I know, you know, Mulder is your standard FBI agent and all of that, but he does have his quirks about him, and it's just the posture he did. Like, it's so quirky, and he's so silly. Yeah, it was very, very interesting, this episode. Like I said, with the characters and the story itself, really great. I just felt so, like, going back to what I was wanting to bring up upon in terms of Lanny and Leonard, it was just heartbreaking. I mentioned about the fact that it was a risky, it was something that risked this community that backed each other up because people were dying left, right, and center, weren't they? And for Lanny, it's just really heartbreaking. I mean, there is, of course, the idea that he was dying because of heavy cirrhosis on the liver. And I don't know if Leonard sensed that, and that's why he wanted a new brother. But it was just heartbreaking for Lanny as well, like, knowing this whole idea, but also the idea that Leonard was killing people as well. And it is just, it's just a heartbreaking situation. So, I think that's another reason why you choose to believe, okay, well, he didn't burrow or whatever within the conundrum, but it's the fact that he ate him, because it just adds a layer of tragedy, because of course with Lanny there is this tragic element. I just kind of had a feeling when he found Mr. Nutt's body, what if it's, you know, the thing that he was cradling seems small enough maybe, and yeah, so but it's just a sad situation all around. Like I said, not just for the risk of what is happening to the community, but also in terms of Lanny himself. So yeah, it was just a sad situation, to be fair. But yeah, there was some nice gems in this episode in terms of humor, like Scully eating the bug, and Mulder's face, like, he was processing that so much in the potato thing as well, because yeah, I didn't suspect the sheriff was doing anything suspicious. It could have been, like I said, it's probably a time capsule and all of that. But of course, I love the little nod that they did in terms of, oh, he, you know, werewolves and all of that. But again, I guess assumption. Although of course, there was this whole situation of him becoming Jim, I think his name was, and then his career ended with him going bald and all of that. But I just love the potato gag. I mean, I wouldn't say it was a gag, but like the dialogue was kind of funny, wasn't it? In terms of that doesn't explain the potatoes, so but and just the idea, like, why did you unearth my potato? And it's like, well, so but yeah, good episode, very solid stuff. Really enjoyed this, so I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!